Alright, before y'all ask, what is in the background? I'm just watching some Korea's Kenshin, Spooky Scary Sunday, y'all know. Anyway, that's not why we're here. Y'all see my ranking list, right? Y'all know what time it is. We are finally doing a ranking list. I said in my other video that I was going to do a ranking list on all the characters. And all the ranks we have is S, A, B, C, D, E, F. Ranking all the best characters to the on my opinion, the characters that I like and that I don't like. And I'm including the private story characters just so, just to include them. But first character we have is Baldi. I'm gonna be honest. I would say he's slightly an upgrade of Sonic because, or no, is he? I honestly don't know. I honestly forgot what his dodge meter was, but he's kind of like Sonic. He has a dodge meter and he has health. His abilities, the place notebook thing. I mean, that ability ain't too bad, but I still don't like it as much. The rulers thing is actually pretty cool because it's just like Sans' bone trap thing, which I already spoiled his ability. And Baldi's his dance ability, I really don't know what that's for. But I say he be close to like what, put you in C just because. Next one we have is Steve Outcome. To be honest, he just got released in, so I'm gonna be honest. So the two videos I did on playing as him, I actually did like Steve Outcome, cause even though he is Miss Crimson, I still like Steve Outcome. His abilities are pretty good. His indicator isn't as bad. His rush ability could be worked. Well, I wouldn't say worked on. It's just a little harder to time it. Because if you do hit somebody, or if you use rush on somebody, you have to make sure it actually touches the person. Because then he'll have his little chase thing playing and all that. But the rest of his abilities aren't actually too bad, so I'm gonna just put him like, and I'm gonna count his design as well, all the designs. I'm gonna put him at least in an S, or no, put him in an A, just to not be too greedy. Next one we have is Kara. I'm gonna be honest, Kara isn't as best killer as I thought because first time I used her, I don't even know what to say. She has 2 or 3 or whatever. She has indicate. Well, no, she has save file. And she also has slash, of course. And then she has like slash ability. Well, not slash ability, but like projectile slashes. When she uses that, she like sends slash or like double slashes at people or at survivors, which does cause some damage, but not a lot. The save file is just kind of like from Dimensional Colossus, but I wouldn't say too bad. To not be dumb, I'll give her a C with Baldi. She ain't too bad. And the next character we have is Clover. I actually do like this character because me growing up playing Undertale when I was little, like Undertale was my favorite game, and when Clover was in the game, it was pretty fun. He has 2 abilities, shoot ability or I think he has 2 abilities. I don't know. He does have some abilities. One of them I'm familiar with is with his gun shoot, which he can shoot survivors and killers, which he does level up while doing all that, which I actually do like that, cause that was kind of like Kara in like the Dimensional Colossus. And I won't say he's too bad for character though. Now since I guess I'll probably put him between. You know what? Put him in an S rank. I like him. The next character we have is Sonic. Of course, we got. I'm gonna be honest. He's trash. I'm just kidding. I was going to say he's trash. He ain't too trash, okay? Kind of like Baldi, like I said about Baldi. He has a dodge meter health. I think he does. I think Sonic does have a little less dodge meter than Baldi, but Sonic, my personal favorite character is, of course, my favorite. I mean, it's Sonic the Hedgehog. That's a classic form. He has 2 abilities, Drop Dash and Peel Out. The Drop Dash, of course, is pretty helpful to either get away or to stun the killer. Because if you, like, drop Ash, you can actually get some dodge back, which is actually pretty helpful. Besides Sans and Baldy, because they can't even recover any dodge back. But his peel out isn't too bad since it is actually a fast ability that you can carry people. The only problem is that it takes a while to charge up. So if the killer's like near you, don't use it right there because you're probably gonna get screwed at the last second. But I would say he'd be like around an A rank with Sea Falcon. Next catch we have is Sans. I'm gonna be honest for Sans. He's just too powerful. So he has 3 abilities. I think he has bone attack. So he has bone attack and gaster blasters, and I think another ability, but I don't remember what it was. I think another ability. I don't know. But to be honest, I feel like Sans is probably the most overpowered. And let me tell y'all why. If y'all go check his dodge meter, I think he has like around like 300, or I don't know, like about like 300, probably like 300 dodge meter probably, in 0 health. And if he loses all that dodge well, I mean, he's a good catch, but here's the thing. You gotta make sure you don't get hit too much, because if you do lose all that dodge, you're practically screwed and you're just gonna die. You gotta get revived and you have like 50 health or something. But his bone attack, like I said about Baldy, the same thing circles around the ENT and just stuns him. Gaster blasters. If I was to show a clip of what that did, it would be too funny. He just like sends like a lot of gaster blasters at the ENT, and you really get a lot of points for that and all the stuns. So I say he be in the S rank with Clover, since I like Sans too. So the next character we have is Bear 5. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea who that is. I never even knew who that was before. I've seen stories on him, but I never really understand what he really was. Basically like a penguin image, I think, in the Frank Funkin' mod, I think. In this game, I don't think he has a lot of abilities except slash. But I'm gonna be honest, he does a lot of damage. If you get like stabbed like one time by him, you lose a lot of your health, which is actually pretty cool. And that shows that he might be the most overpowered killer in the game. But overall, I would put him in an S rank with Sans and Clover, just because. Next person we have is Cream. Do I gotta be honest? You know what? I'll just show you where I put her at. Hold on a second. I'm gonna be honest. I put her in F. Well, nah, you know what? I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna put her in D for right now. The reason why I'm putting her in D is because she isn't as bad as a catcher. Except the one thing is that she can stun, which we all know that, because she couldn't even stun a disaster. So, of course, not surprising. Her moveset is basically the same from like the disaster. She can heal and she can dash, which actually aren't two bad abilities. But I did hear that if you do heal people, you do get a little bit of health too, which I guess is a little good, because in a disaster you couldn't really get any health back. You can only heal survivors. So I won't be too mean, but I'll put her in the D rank for right now. The next catch we have is the Metal Sonic, or like I like to call him, the Huey Metal Robot. The Huey. Probably gonna have to show a meme what it looks like because I can't see the name. But of course, Metal Sonic. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm an addict. Metal Sonic has to be the most funniest character I've ever played. Because, how do I say it? He's just too broken. Well, not too broken, but, He has a lot of health. He starts off with 175 health. He has Disruptive Charge, Self-Repair, and, yeah. So when he uses Disruptive Charge, he does charge at the killer, stunning him, but he does lose a little health, which, isn't really surprising since it's called Destructive Charge, but I wouldn't say too bad of it, really. His next ability is Self-Repair, where he basically repairs himself and gets some health back for himself, which is actually pretty good, because that's actually really, which is really needed. And he can also get healed, and he also get repaired by Eggman and Tails if they're close near, so, But I'm gonna be honest, I'll put him in a B rank just because I'm not as good playing as him. Next person we have is E2020. I mean, what am I saying? 2011X. I'm not gonna be toxic, but I'm gonna put him in an E rank. You know what? No, I'll put him in the F. I'm just kidding. I'm putting him in the D rank with Cream. I don't really play as him a lot. I don't play as the killers a lot, but I do like 2011X's model and his abilities. The ability I like is his God testing and his rage mode, because those can really be helpful at times, especially if you're trying to get lucky. So I wouldn't say he's too bad of a killer, but just needs to be buffed a bit. Next character we have is Frisk. I actually have not played as Frisk before because of obvious reasons why. Or, I haven't really played as Frisk at all because, well, let me be honest. I'm putting her in F. Or him in F, whatever. I'm putting Frisk in F because I really don't like him. I don't like his abilities. They're kind of trash. He gets heals up. He heals up dodge, power, and a little bit of health when he eats a candy or whatever, and gets a little speed. But overall, he's kind of like a weak kid in the game, which, simplifies. He's kind of close to Cream. Next character we have is version 1 or V1 or whatever. I'm gonna be honest. We have another overpowered killer. He does like a lot of damage, and he doesn't really have a cooldown on anything, I don't think. And to be honest, he isn't as bad as all the other killers. He's actually my most favorite killer besides Bear 5 and Steve Outcome. Yes, Steve Outcome is number 1. Bear 5 was my second number 2. My second killer favorite, and then version 1 is my third favorite killer. But yeah, but I do actually like version 1 because he actually is pretty good. Next person we have is none other than Neo Metal Sonic. Now, I'm gonna be honest, Neo Metal Sonic seems to be overpowered. He has a lot of health, he does do some damage, and he can also just spam hit the E at C, which is deserved. And then next person is Nick. His next ability, is he only has one ability, which is Disruptive Charge, which I don't think actually takes any of his health, but still. I would put him up in S, but since he is kind of a weak kid for me, put him in an A rank for right now. I don't even want to talk about Amy. You know what? I'm just gonna go and put her in F. I'm not even gonna talk about Amy. I really don't want to at all. I don't like Amy at all, so I'm not even gonna talk about her. Next character we have is Sonic Co, or however you say his name. I'm gonna be honest, another overpowered killer. If y'all didn't see my gameplay of him on my other video or whatever called, please check it out, cause y'all saw me smack. Y'all will see the damage that he does as a literally a joke mean character. But I actually like this killer. I mean he is overpowered, but you know what? I'm putting an A rank, cause even though he is an overpowered killer, I don't really like the way he's used and how his abilities work. Well, he don't really have no abilities. I just don't like the mono of him really, and I don't really like his abilities. Yeah, I just don't like him really. But overall, I will put him in an A rank for right now. Next character we have is none other than Eggman with a master plan. Now, of course, y'all know where I gotta put him at. I'm gonna put him in S rank because he's my favorite character, and also because he always has a master plan. Even though he's kind of a weak character and all that, he does have some good abilities like Jetpack Boost, which boosts him up, and Electric Shield, which is kind of like a counter, just like Knuckles' counter, but yeah. Next character we have is Tails. I'm already be honest. I'm gonna put him in F. I just can't. I don't like Tails at all, and here's why. Like, whenever I play as him, I'm always the first one to go out when I play as him, and I don't like it. Because then, like, what's the point of really playing as Tails if you're going to get targeted first? And his ability is kind of trash. I mean, Glide isn't bad, but the Arm Canyon. Why is that? Why does that have to be charged up for so long? Didn't take long in the disaster for it to charge up. Then the next character we have is Knuckles. I'm gonna be honest, Knuckles isn't B. The reason why I put him in B is because he's actually one of my most favorite characters, and also because in the game, in Alchemy Memories, he does have a good ability and all that. He has punch and block, just like from the disaster. But it's just something about his abilities that are different that I like about it. But yeah, this is my ranking list. Y'all can listen. Y'all can disagree with me on the comments. I don't really mind. This is just my ranking list of all the characters that I like and that I feel about them. But yeah, I'm in the video and goodbye.